What's up, guys? It's Celeste, and it's almost time for Rogue One to come out. It comes out this coming Thursday, and some of my friends do this thing. They started it last year with Force Awakens, where they wear a t-shirt, Star Wars t-shirt, every day leading up to the movie for 30 days. And I don't have 30 Star Wars shirts, but last year I had 3, so I did just the 3 days leading up to the Force Awakens. And this year I have 6 Star Wars shirts now. I've gotten 3 within the last year, so I'm going to be wearing one each day up through the movie, and so today is the first day of that. So I've got this Darth Vader topiary shirt that I've had forever. I've had it for probably like 10 years or something, maybe 9 years. But I guess it was the first Star Wars shirt that I got, so I'm starting with this one. Last night I went to a group that I found out about recently through Facebook that is a support group for trans and gender nonconforming people. And so I decided to go to it. I was kind of nervous because I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't know if there were going to be very many people there, if it was just going to be like 2 people or something. I didn't really know what it was going to be like. Anytime I have to drive anywhere, especially at night, it's really easy for me to talk myself out of going to things because I have a lot of anxiety and tend to want to do things, but then when it comes time to actually do them, I start coming up with all these excuses in my head of why I can't do them or whatever. So when I do things, I have to kind of push myself to get there. And so I did that last night, and I'm really glad that I did because it was really nice meeting. There were, I guess, 6 people, including me. And I think everyone there was non-binary. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think so. And it was really cool to be around other people that I could relate to like that, because I really never have in person. Online is the only place that I've really been able to hang out with people that I relate to as far as gender and sexuality to some degree. And I kind of didn't really realize how little I have, how infrequent it's been that I have been around that kind of thing, and how long ago it was. The last time I think I was ever in a situation where I was able to talk about this kind of stuff with people who I could relate to on any level at all was probably college. And even that was I wasn't out. But at the time I identified as bi, and several of my humanities and psychology and sociology classes, there was this group of queer kids that kept showing up in all of my classes, and I always would look at them from afar, and I was always really kind of not really envious. Well, kind of envious, I guess. I just felt like I wasn't worthy of being in their group or something, and I wasn't out, so I just didn't know how to access that kind of support, I guess. But it still was the last time that I was around people in person that things like this were even discussed, and I hadn't actually thought about that. I mean, I guess I just really hadn't thought about that it's been that long since I was able to talk about this stuff anywhere other than online. So it was really cool to do that, and it kind of made me realize how much I really want that and need that in my life. And so I'm really glad I found this group, and they meet once a month, so I'm hoping to go again next month. It would be really cool if I could make some actual friends and have people to do things with, and talk about stuff with and everything. So I'm looking forward to being more of a part of the group and just getting to know people better, and, making friends that are queer that I can actually, hang out with and talk to about queer stuff, because, I really don't have that, and I, like I said, didn't really realize that. I didn't really think about that. I don't know why. I guess because online I've always had some queer friends and stuff, but I hadn't really realized how the dynamic of like talking about that kind of stuff is so different in person, and how much I really want to get better at doing that. I didn't talk that much during the meeting. I mostly listened, but I did speak up a couple of times, which was really, like, I was really proud of myself for doing that, because I definitely would not have done that a couple of years ago. Well, I wouldn't have even gone to this thing a couple of years ago, but if I had, I would have just like sat there and like not said anything. So I'm really glad I participated a little bit, but definitely something I want to work on more. And I think that was another thing I kind of realized last night, that how much I have learned, or like taught myself, I guess, to be as small and quiet as possible, and how much I don't like that about myself, because I, like I said in a previous video, used to be very talkative and just like would say whatever, and like had no problem like sharing stuff. And I've just gotten to the point now where I feel like every time I'm around people, like I'm trying to keep as much back as possible, and that makes it sound like I'm like sitting there thinking like, well, I can't tell them this. Like, it's not even like that. It's totally like just a natural thing for me now to like not want to tell people things, or like not want to speak up about things, or just like stay quiet. And I don't like that, because I have all these feelings and thoughts and everything, but I just like don't express them. And that's something I'm really working on. So hopefully going to stuff like this will help with that, and help me kind of come out of my shell, I guess, or like come out of this like prison sort of thing I've put around myself, where I feel like I don't deserve to have opinions, or that I should just like keep things like to myself or something. Or like, it's not like I think I should keep them to myself because I will be rejected necessarily. It sometimes is that, but a lot of times it's just I just assume that people don't care, or that it's not interesting to anybody else, or I don't know. It's just like an anxiety thing, I guess. But I really don't like that about myself, because that's not who I believe that I actually am. It's who I have become after training myself to do that. And so it feels wrong. It feels like insincere, like inauthentic for me to be like that. I'm sure there are people who are private just naturally, and that's like normal for them, and like that's totally fine. But that's not actually how I am. It's how I have taught myself to be, because of outside pressures and just like fear and anxiety and everything. So I really want to get past that. And yeah, so I don't really know what else I can say about this group, other than it was really cool, and I was really proud of myself for going at night, because I usually go to bed early and don't really do anything at night. Like, a little part of me feels like, kind of like, I don't know if embarrassed is the right word, but like, I don't know, like, I hate that I have wasted so much of my life, like, keeping stuff so close, and keeping stuff from people, and hiding myself, and not connecting with people who I can relate to because of fear. And I just hate that I've spent so many years doing that. So I'm glad that I am moving toward getting away from that. I really feel like I'm like pushing myself in the right direction, and like on the right track to helping myself get out of these like terrible habits that I've gotten myself into. But obviously still have a little ways to go, but I'm glad for what I've done so far. So that's what I did last night, and today I'm hopefully going to be making some more videos, because I really need to make some like actual videos, not just little short Vlogmas things, and trying to work on some stuff that I can hopefully do to get some money so I can save for my top surgery, because I have saved about $1,400 now, a little bit over that, which is pretty good. But like over a third of that was from the 1 week that I actually worked like an actual job. So at this point, like the trajectory is like, it was like this and then kind of like this. Like I'm still making more money, or like still saving more money, but it's going a lot slower now than it did the first, like when I first started saving. So I need to figure out some actual income stuff. I'm hoping to have some opportunities next year, but for now, I'm just doing like eBay stuff and everything. But I definitely have some things that I'm working on to try to get some income and hopefully get some more money. So I won't have to wait too long for my top surgery because I don't know, like since I decided to do it, like now I'm so anxious to get it done. Like I just like I don't since I made the decision, like I just want so bad to get it done. Like I can't imagine like having to wait for like years or something, which I'm probably gonna have to do. I really have no idea how long it's gonna take me to save the rest of the money, but I just really want it so bad. So I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of like super low key in this video, like low energy or something. So sorry about that. Hopefully I can perk up some more in the other videos that I'm planning to do. So thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next video.